What's up everybody, this is the Act Man here, and today's video is a bit different. I don't typically do like updates or vlogs or that sort of thing on this channel. I like to keep it mostly gaming focused, with sometimes maybe a little bit of drama. So I understand if this video is something you're not interested in, but Happy New Year! First off, it's 2025, and I want to thank everyone who watches my videos, every comment, every like, every subscriber, even every dislike. I hope you all watching this live your best life in 2025, because I want to live mine too. And I think it's time I address something that's rather uncomfortable for me to talk about. My sexuality. I'm the gayest man alive. Now today we're talking about sponsorships. I feel like I've had a karmic imbalance with the world, with the universe. I'm not a religious man, but I believe in karma, that good intentions and good actions will be rewarded in ways you can't always understand, and that bad actions and bad intentions will be punished in ways you can't always see or understand. But this karmic imbalance I have needs to be restored with the world, and I need to make things right. Especially with you, the audience, because it sucks to say, at times I've taken you for granted. Karma is about taking care of those that matter to you, and they'll take care of you. So let's take some good old-fashioned responsibility for our actions.
SpongeBob, you're never gonna feel better till you get this thing off your chest.
My most avid viewers will know about some videos I've posted which have been fully dedicated sponsors. Now, the difference between a fully dedicated sponsor and a regular one is a regular sponsor is like a 60 to 90 second integrated ad within the video. People don't necessarily have a problem with those. You can skip them quite easily if you don't want to watch. Fully dedicated videos mean the entire video is technically a sponsorship. Now, for most YouTubers, ad revenue isn't the only way they make money. Some have patrons, Twitch subscribers, merchandise, G Fuel promo codes, clothing brands, or podcasts. There's tons of ways to make a living as a content creator, and it's really up to each person to decide what route they go down. There are right ways to make money and wrong ways to make money. Which is why I'm happy to announce my brand new cryptocurrency scam coin. Buy now at extremely high prices, and you too can be part of this new rug pull. Now, I'm just kidding. We're not going to call it scam coin. We're calling it act coin. But on the real, this is where I feel like I've faltered as a creator. YouTube is one of those gigs where success is never certain. Channels can soar to incredible heights and sink to unfathomable lows in just a few short years. There's a huge element of chance and luck involved, sure. And because of this uncertainty, there's a fear of falling off, losing the thing you've spent so much time building over the course of years. And it's this fear that leads people and content creators to make the most of what they've got while they've got it. You know, Biggie Smalls wasn't lying. He knew. Most subs, mo problems. Over the last couple years, I've done a handful of fully dedicated sponsored videos. Now, for some channels, audiences are totally fine with fully dedicated sponsors. Go get that bag, Guardian. But for me, for my channel, the Act Man, it's not so simple. You see, most people subscribe, I assume, because of my opinions, my critiques, and a type of critical analysis. But I built my channel up in a certain way, with a certain type of content. And so, if I don't deliver, fans are naturally upset. The recent video on Delta Force I did had some significant pushback, and it's got me to the point where I don't want to do fully dedicated sponsorships anymore. Those of you might remember a video I did on New World, which apparently I didn't learn from. But the end of the year has given me time to reflect and really decide, like, what direction do I want to go in the future? It's 2025. You know, this will be my 8th or 9th year making content, and I want to do it right. Yes, it's time for me to finally review myself, right? Why is Act Man so bad? Look at this video. Look at this video on Payday 3. How fucking stupid was he? To be clear, the Delta Force video was sponsored, and I should have made that clear. I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. There's really no excuse. All I can do now is make things right, and I've got a plan for that. I got a plan, John. I got a plan. However, I stand by everything I said about Delta Force, just so everyone understands. I think the game is a lot of fun. It's great. It is the temporary replacement for Battlefield, and I was not paid for my opinions to make that video. I was paid to make a video, and I'm the one who had full creative control and decided to make that. I'm not being paid for this video in any way, shape, or form. And the truth is, I don't always know which videos are going to go over well with the audience. Even if I think I'm doing everything right, you, the audience, are the ultimate judge of whether or not I am. That's why the like and dislike button exists. That is your vote to cast on whether you liked what you watched or not.
The customer is always right.
So for the foreseeable future, I'm not going to be doing fully dedicated videos. If I ever do, it's going to have to be for like the right game. Like if Bethesda or Microsoft were like, hey, we'll pay you to make a video on Doom the Dark Ages and you'll get to play the game early. It'd be like, I'll take that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
You don't have to pay me for that. I'd take that deal. I don't know exactly how I can make things right with you, my audience, but I think a good place to start will be to donate the money I'm making from the Delta Force video because of the sponsorship. So I'll be donating $40,000 to the Gamers Outreach charity as a way of giving back. Now, first things first, I'm not donating money just to be like, okay, yeah, like all is forgiven, all is well. No, it's a step in the right direction. And the only way to make things right in the long term is to not make these mistakes again in the future. Like I said, I enjoyed Delta Force, genuinely did. They didn't pay me to say that. I'm trying to make things right with you, my audience, because when some of you watched the video, you didn't feel that way. You didn't feel like I was being genuine. So the Gamers Outreach charity is a program which helps to create gaming rigs in hospitals for kids to play, you know, while they're going through life-changing surgeries. So $40,000 will be going to the Gamers Outreach. That leaves $8,000 from the Delta Force sponsorship. We can do something fun with this. All right, you know what? I've decided I want to do an art contest. Here are the rules. $4,000 will go to first place, $2,000 to second place, $1,000 to third place, and another $1,000 for any honorable mentions. I think this will be a good way to give back to the community that supported me for this long. I could certainly do more to give back to you guys, so let me know if you'd like more events like this in the future. But I think for this art contest, first off, you have to join the public Discord server, the Act Clan, link in the description, and or join the subreddit where you can submit fan art, whether it's Act-Man themed, gaming themed, a combination of both, just anything that relates to video games and the stuff I've covered on this channel. It could be anything. But the winners will be solely chosen by me. Yeah, in the Act Clan Discord server, there is a green screen channel where I've uploaded tons of images and stuff with me on a green screen. But obviously, if I ever do these in the future, I have to be fully transparent about taking the sponsorship. And maybe the trick is to not make the videos feel like they're sponsored reviews or paid reviews, because that's the trouble with my channel is like, you guys come for the critical analysis. That's what I do. So how do I get paid to make a video that critically analyzes a game? Well, I always fight for creative control and the ability to say and critique anything I want. If I think your monetization system is dumb and overcomplicated, the brand can't tell me, no, don't say that. But it's like, that's kind of the dream, isn't it? For aspiring content creators or young audiences. You know, wasn't YouTube like one of the most desired careers amongst young people? That's the dream, right? I want to be like him. He gets paid to play video games.
Were it so easy.
Most of it's predominantly editing, but you know, this job is very coveted and sought after. Being self-employed with full creative control, no boundaries to chasing your passions and creating what you want. The only limits you have are your own imagination. Fully dedicated videos put a wrench in that process creatively, because now there's an expectation from a brand and also an audience. And sometimes these fully dedicated sponsors can work out and everyone's happy. The recent Rogue Trader video, you know, it didn't do as well, but people that watched it enjoyed it. Same thing for my videos on Marvel Rivals and Darktide. When these are genuinely good games that I really enjoy, that the audience knows is good as well, those videos tend to go over better. Now, I could go into all the different problems with fully dedicated sponsorships, but the main gist is that, like, if you're a critical review channel and you get paid to make a critical review, even if it's just a first impressions type video, it's hard to shake the impression that you're being paid to say nice things. And even if that's not the case, even if behind the scenes I fight for creative freedom and I say to some of the brands, hey, look, I'm not going to pull punches. You, the audience, don't always know that. You don't always know if it's a a fully dedicated sponsorship that I'm actually being genuine. In the past, I have taken a couple offers that ended up hurting my soul more than helping it. But some videos and opinions I do truly stand by, and I would have said the same thing even if I wasn't paid to make a video. The problem is the audience doesn't always know that, so it's up to me to just make better videos, be more transparent, and not treat this like a business. I'm not going to bore you with the specifics on how these deals work with brands for content creators, but the point is it feels hypocritical of me to have built my channel on critical analysis and then for it to appear like I'm being paid to make a video that critically analyzes a game, and I'm saying nice things about it. Paid reviews are obviously something I don't want to make, I don't think I'm making, but it doesn't always come across like that. And again, that falls on me. It's a very delicate balance, and I don't always live up to the symbol I have tattooed on my body. But I want to. You know, money is nice, but it's not the thing that drives me. Taking pride in my work, the artistry of video production, and like making something I know people are gonna laugh at, maybe shed a tear, or be like, he's so fucking right. That's why that game was awesome, or that's why I hated Dragon Age 2, or whatever. But this video is called Making Things Right. So how do I do that when I've betrayed the trust of my audience? And trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I think for starters, in the year 2025, we're gonna be going back to what makes video games awesome and bad. Let's go back to the bread and butter. The process doesn't need to be overcomplicated. You know, I'm doing just fine financially. And the thing is, I'm not gonna pretend like a victim in this situation, right? The problem with fully dedicated sponsorships is it calls my credibility into question, even if what I'm saying I genuinely believe. Even though I had a lot of fun playing Payday 3, the video I made did not represent the game that actually came out, and that fell on me. So fully dedicated sponsorships, it's something we've tried. I think it's time to leave that in the past and move forward. Now, some might ask, well, Actman, if you don't like those sponsored videos you've done, why do you keep them on the channel? Well, there's some that I've taken off because I really was not proud of them for one reason or another. Obviously, I accept full responsibility for those videos, but rather than delete videos or try to hide stuff under the rug, I'd rather keep it up so that people can watch and criticize and comment on it as they see fit. But I also want to respect the wishes of my audience, so if some of those videos you guys really think I should take down, then maybe I will. Yeah, just make sure your voices are heard in that sense. So the bottom line, for those of you that got this far, I want to do things right on this channel. I don't need to take fully dedicated sponsorships, and I don't need to make the most of what I've got, because I've learned to be content with what I have now. You've all placed an enormous amount of trust in me, and I have to live up to those expectations. And if I don't, then, you know, I gotta do whatever I can to make things right. I love my audience because you guys don't just like automatically suck my dick on everything. You're as critical, analytical, and thoughtful about my content as I am about the videos and video games I critique. So yeah, it's just, it's a count your blessings kind of day. And a year to realign the karma. It's not a good feeling to know that I've let my audience down, and I want to make it up to you. I don't know exactly the best way to do that, but I feel like posting this video and doing something, giving back in some way will cleanse my karmic imbalance, at least to some extent. Because greed is a hole, you know? It's a vacuum in your soul that can consume who you are. It replaces your desires and goals with something that you'll never be fully satisfied with, no matter how much you have. I think of KOTOR 2 and Darth Nihilus as being a metaphor for greed and hunger and how it consumes everything in its path. I think of that pivotal decision in Red Dead Redemption 2 that decides the ultimate fate of gaming's most morally complex character. And I think about what decisions do I want to make in 2025? Do I go for the money, or do I help out my brothers? I've made some mistakes. I've sold out in ways that I'm not proud of, but redemption is a path I want to walk. I don't want to treat YouTube as a business. I want to treat it as a hobby. I want to be successful, but if I don't do things the right way, then I won't earn that sense of satisfaction. If I take care of you, you'll take care of me. Karma. Like I said, I'm not a religious man, but the world works in mysterious ways, and everything happens for a reason. yeah, I'm sorry if you've watched my videos and felt betrayed or felt that I sold out. 2025 is the year for Axeman to make things right and fulfill his promises. This means Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, we're doing it, and revisit a lot of games and series that I only did one-off videos for. So yeah, I think that about covers everything. So, thank you for supporting the channel, thank you for sticking with me. New year, new me. Just kidding, I'm the same piece of shit I've always been. So yeah, I just want to apologize if I've ever let you down. I'm sorry if I've ever taken you for granted, and I'm gonna make great strides to improve myself, my character, and my own karmic balance in 2025. I want to live my best life. Do you? Great. I felt like I didn't have to address this, but I probably should. I've just made that mistake too many times, and I don't need to do fully dedicated sponsorships anymore. But let me know what you think. All right, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace.